An Introduction to Java. Introduction. We will discuss the following topics in this chapter. Java as a programming platform. The Java white paper buzzwords, that is simple, object-oriented, network-savvy, robust, secure, architecture-neutral, portable interpreted, high performance, and multi-threaded dynamic. Java and the Internet, short history of Java, and common misconceptions about Java. Java as a programming platform. Java is a complete platform with a big library containing lots of reusable code and an execution environment providing services such as security, portability across operating systems, and automatic garbage collection. As a programmer, one needs a language like Java with a pleasant syntax and a comprehensible semantics that is not C++. There are some languages giving you portability and garbage collection, but they don't have much of a library, forcing you to roll on your own if you want fancy graphics or networking or database access. Java has everything: a good language, a high quality execution environment, and a vast library. The Java white paper buzzwords. The following are the Java white paper buzzwords. Simple. Java is designed as closely to C++ as possible in order to make the system more comprehensible. Java omits many rarely used, poorly comprehended, and puzzling features of C++. Those, in our experience, bring more grief than benefit. The syntax for Java is a cleaned-up version of the syntax for C++ indeed. However, the designers did not try to fix all the clumsy features of C++. For instance, the syntax of the switch statement remains same in Java. To enable the construction of software that can run standalone in small machine is one of the goals in Java. Object-oriented, a technique for programming that focuses on the data, that is objects, and on the interface to that object is called object-oriented design. Object-oriented facilities of Java are essentially those of C++. The major difference between Java and C++ lies in multiple inheritance, which Java has replaced with the simpler concept of interface and in the Java metaclass model. Network savvy. Java has an extensive library of routines for managing with TCP/IP protocols like HTTP and FTP. Java applications can open and access objects across the net via URLs with the same ease as when accessing a local file system. Communication between distributed objects is enabled by the remote method invocation mechanism. Robust. Java is meant for writing programs that must be loyal in a variety of ways. Java puts a lot of priority on early checking for possible problems, later dynamic checking, and eliminating situations that are error-prone. The single biggest difference between Java and C++ is that Java has a pointer model that eliminates the possibility of overwriting memory and corrupting data, which the latter does not have. Secure. Java is aimed to be used in network or distributed environment. Java allows the construction of virus-free and tamper-free systems. Java was invented to make certain kinds of attacks impossible. Few among them are overrunning the runtime stack, a common attack of worms and viruses; corrupting memory outside its own process space; reading or writing files without permission. Architecture neutral. The compiler makes an architecture-neutral object file format. The compiled code is executable on many processors given the presence of the Java runtime system. The Java compiler does this by generating bytecode instructions which are designed to be both easy to interpret on any machine and easily translated into native machine code on the fly. Security is increased by Java's virtual machine because it can check the behavior of the instruction sequences. Portable. There are no implementation dependent aspect of the specification unlike C and C++. The size of the primitive data types are defined as in the behavior of arithmetic on them. The libraries that are a part of the system define portable interfaces. For example, there is an abstract window class and implementation of it for Unix, Windows and Macintosh. Interpreter. The Java interpreter can execute Java bytecodes directly on any machine to which the interpreter has been ported. Since linking is a more incremental and lightweight process, the development process can be much more rapid and exploratory. High performance. There are situations where high performance is required while the performance of the interpreted bytecodes is usually more than adequate. The just-in-time compilers have become so good that they are competitive with traditional compilers and in some cases even outperform them because they have more information available. For example, a just-in-time compiler can monitor which code is executed frequently and optimize just that code for speed. A more sophisticated optimization is the elimination of function calls. Multi-threaded. Better interactive responsiveness and real-time behavior are the benefits of multi-threading. Threads in Java can take advantage of multiprocessor systems if the base operating system does so. With regards to thread implementations, Java is not platform independent. Java offloads the implementation of multithreading to the underlying operating system or a thread library. The ease of multithreading is one of the main reasons why Java is such a popular language for server-side development. Dynamic. Java is a more dynamic language than C or C++. It was framed to adapt to an evolving environment. Without any effect on their client's libraries, can freely add new methods and instance variables. Finding out runtime type information is straightforward in Java. This is extremely useful for systems that need to analyze objects at runtime, such as Java GUI builders, smart debuggers, pluggable components, and object databases. Java and the Internet. Applets are the Java programs that work on web pages. You need a Java-enabled web browser which will execute the bytecodes for you to use an applet. Inserting an applet into a web page works much like embedding an image. It reacts to user commands, changes its appearance, and exchanges data between the computer presenting the applet and the computer serving it. Today, most web pages simply use JavaScript or Flash when dynamic effects are desired in the browser. Java, on the other hand, it has become the most popular language for developing the server-side applications that produce web pages and carry out the back-end logic. The above figure shows the good example of bouncing ball animation. It displays how the ball bounces around the walls. A short history of Java. 1991, a group of Sun engineers led by Patrick Norton and James Gosling wanted to design a small computer language that could be used for consumer devices like cable TV switchboxes. The language had to be small and generate very tight code. It was important that the language should not be tied to any single architecture. The project was codenamed as Green. Sun people was from a Unix background, so that their language is based on C++ rather than Pascal, and made the language work object-oriented rather than procedure-oriented. Work was the name of an existing computer language, so the name changed into Java. In 1992, Green Project delivered its first project called Star 7, an extremely intelligent remote control. The Green Project, with the new name of First Person Incorporation, spent all of 1993 and half of 1994 looking for people to buy its technology. but none was ready. In 1994, first person dissolved. The hot Java browser released, which was written in Java. It also had applets. The browser is capable of executing code inside web pages. In 1996, Sun released the first version of Java as Java 1.0 by filling in the most obvious gaps, greatly improved the reflection capability, and added a new event model for GUI programming. Java 1.0's successor version 1.1 came out. In 1998, Java 1.2 released with an alternate name Java 2 Standard Edition Software Development Kit versions 1.2. Besides the Standard Edition, two other editions were introduced. One's Micro Edition for embedded services such as cell phones and the Enterprise Edition for server-side processing. Versions 1.3 and 1.4 of the Standard Edition are incremental improvements over the initial Java 2 release with an ever-growing standard library, increased performance, and of course quite a few bug fixes. Version 5.0 was the first release since version 1.1 that updated the Java language in significant ways. Generic types were introduced. In the year 2006, version 6 was released. In 2009, Sun Microsystem was purchased by Oracle. In 2011, Java 7 was released. The table shows the evolution of the Java language and library. As you can see, the size of the application programming interface has grown tremendously. Common misconceptions about Java. Java is an extension of HTML. One uses XML, hence one doesn't need Java. Java is an easy programming language to learn. Java will become a universal programming language for all platforms. Java is just another programming language. Now that C# is available, so Java is obsolete. Java is proprietary and it should therefore be avoided. Java is interpreted, so it is too slow for serious applications. All Java programs run inside a web page. Java programs are major security risk. JavaScript is a simpler version of Java. With Java, one can replace one's computer with a $500 internet